Hello friends and welcome back to the Haunted PS1 demo disc, where today we are playing A Place Forbidden. The library of Ouroboros and its vast store of occult knowledge is finally within your reach. In the end, it was almost too easy to find. This one looks interesting. That was possibly one of the quickest load times I have ever had with one of these things. The Library of Ouroboros. I'm finally here. It's almost anticlimactic to stand so easily within its walls after all those years of searching. If rumors are true, the library contains knowledge beyond anything one might hope to find on Earth. Words of power, occult learnings, enough to transcend death. It will all be mine. All of it. I just need to know where to look. Why would I leave? I've only just arrived. Snake eating it. This looks like a Celtic knot. Locked. Damn. The doors are mobile. I can only imagine what strange arcane secrets lie behind its varnished surface. Oh, I can crouch, okay. There's nothing. Oh. Welcome message from our staff. Welcome. We're glad you're here. As you're sure you're aware, the Library of Ouroboros is located in the picturesque part of Britain, atop from a grassy knoll. Atop the grassy knoll east of Sussex. Many rural townships, obviously bereft of their own libraries, refer their villagers to the library. It is beloved by all. We hope that you take your time pursuing our vast stores of literature, non-fiction, fiction, occult knowledge, cursed knowledge, words to melt the eyes of anyone who reads them, poems of murder, and otherwise. You'll certainly have the time enough, Bernard. You certainly have time enough. Is my character named Bernard? Picked up a copper key. Useless. Books on philosophy, history, and a few stray encyclopedias. A few volumes stand out on math and physics, but the rest are from... okay. I mean, horror novels, how droll. A transcript. I've been having these nightmares, Doctor. I'm alone, but I don't feel alone, not like I should. Rather, there is no one with me, but that's not to say there is nothing around. It's difficult to explain. It's an uncomfortable feeling. Something drones low in the background all the while I can hear scratches and whispers. But not just barely, like something is conversing with me just out of my range of hearing. It's just as something is watching just out of my sight range. Everything's too still. It's wrong. I don't remember how I got there, and I still can't figure out how to leave. Everything is all hallways, upon hallways, shelves of books that look like they've never been opened. Almost all of them are still, and yet I get a feeling like I mustn't open any of them, whatever I do. There's a pull towards them, of course, a sense that I will learn more than I could ever hope for on Earth. But there's danger, a vague, creeping danger. The feeling that something is very, very interested in every move I make. Who or what it might be, I don't know. I don't know if it wants to bring me in or if it wants me to leave. How does it end? Well, as I mentioned, there's no real way to escape. Every place I go leads to more rooms, but eventually, after a time, I don't really hear them as much as I feel them. Look no further, look no further, look no further, and then I wake, and every time I feel farther from this world. To be honest, Doctor, I hope it's all my imagination. I hope I'm afflicted with some sort of mania, because a place like this can't exist, shouldn't exist, and if it does, then I can only hope that no one else will be so unfortunate to visit it. I feel like I'm realizing this might have more reading. Biographies, I've heard of none of these people. On the founder, they came to the domain a blank canvas of the cosmos, from places unknown and old as time. They have existed longer than man, longer than the sentient stones of longer than the cosmic force that runs through all things. They have always been. I saw the ruin that coursed through the universe, the constant in and out flux of entropy. And with entropy went items of worth, and it was worth what they ought to salvage. No things, ideas, thoughts, powers intangible. And through the years they reached for their powers were immense. Through eons they snatched up secrets, dark and light, and it wasn't long before it all became too much, even for the ancient. These remaining pages have been torn out of the book, and their place is a single lined piece of paper with untidy scrawl sending it atop of writing. The key to go farther would have been to decipher from the last word of each of these books. But I tore them out. I couldn't let anyone else go deeper, I'm sorry. But trust me, it's better this way. As you close the book, you make out a single word scratched, not written, in the inner corner. Your predecessor must have missed it, or else it would have been telephone. The partial history of this library. The Library of Ouroboros wasn't so much built as it was simply came to be. It wasn't that much we've been able to glean from the early musky tales about certain endless structure and rich in occult knowledge. The first tale was penned by an unnamed Gaelic mystic who compiled a variety of accounts from travelers complaining of strange dreams. Many of these travelers' accounts. It sounds like it's whispering. Hallways, strange materials, magic devices seemed to give off light or sounds that weren't visible at the source, but rarely were there many tangible details aside from these characteristics in the front of knowledge ringing from the walls of this place. Complaining of dreams much, but she claimed that the dreams became reality briefly and that she was at one point even visited the bleak place. Though the mystic asked how this woman escaped such a place, the woman gave him no explanation. In fact, she spoke no further, withdrawing from the mystic hut to begin traveling anew. She was never seen nor heard from again. This is hardly a concrete example of the library's existence, but certainly makes one wonder if tales like this should exist from the earliest days of modern man. Beneath. So once beneath telephone? Bernice enters, follows closely below her. Bernice is breathless, looking. But my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. I am sure, my dear. I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. That shall we retire, speaking in the room. Fine then, if you stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play with me a fool forever. I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear how I can stop a human heart with but a word? Goodness, it sounds dangerous. It most certainly is. I wish to hear it. Then, of course, you shall. He leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes, as if expecting a kiss, but then the librarian leans into her, whispers something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide. She gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Too curious for her own good. He stands, reaching up to his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring, taking a curiously look around the room. Okay. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his items, and turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It's okay. Top of the right is okay. Desk under. Okay. Wait, was that how I was supposed to find the key? I go desk, telephone. Oh, I was supposed to find that later. Oh, is that for out? Is that for here? No. It's just for here. It is for here. The book won't mention my name. A coincidence? Nothing more. Besides, it was mistaken. The library wasn't in England. I found it in Germany, in the city of Ulberg, sequestered away behind the ancient church. Such a small, unamusing front, as if by looking so plain it might hide from the rest of the world. It's like a pulse now. You're an avid reader, aren't you, Bernard? You can't read these books, but don't fret. They'll pave the road to new knowledge. If you're stuck, think of yourself like a cataloger or a librarian. That has a nice ring, doesn't it? The case towards the window seems like a good place as any to start. Start what? Is there... Okay, I think I got it. There's 4 shelves for the windows this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. 4, 6, 5, 3. 4, 6, 5, 3. Picked up a brass key. That it okay. Is it this? Oh, this is dark. I don't like it. What is... Someone forgot to water their plant. Do I really have to look through all those? Never felt threatened by a chair before. Interesting. Picked up... Oh, can I use that? I can. Yes, that's toad. I hate that low mumbling thing. I do not like that. Can I... This is a little unsettling. I'll give it that. Picked up. You'll regret that. You'll regret it. You'll regret it. You'll regret it. Something is wrong. I need to leave now. Well, what do you think I'm doing, buddy? Sorry, I had to... Something is scratching its way into my head. Oh, it's getting trippy.
Your mind is small. Your mind is fragile. And a tiny fissure here, a little force there.
Oh no.
No more, Bernard. We could make you a shambling husk.
Please don't.
Make you walk these halls forever. But we see your curiosity, your potential. We have something more in mind for you. We think you like it.
No, I would... oh. Thank you for visiting our library. Okay, I actually really enjoyed that. I think that's really cool. Definitely go and follow these to find more development on this. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I found that fascinating, and yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely evening, morning, afternoon, or night. As always, subscribing, and following, or that's the same thing. Liking and commenting are always appreciated, and yeah, toodles.